Name of the subject of the today's lecture is electrical power generation, that is EPG. Subject code is 22327, semester EE3I, and topic of the today's lecture is nuclear power station. Myself DP Sononi from electrical department. As the topic of the today's lecture is nuclear power station, the power station in which heat is produced from the fuel using nuclear is known as nuclear power plant, and the heat produced in the nuclear power plant due to the nuclear reaction. So we have to study about the what is the nuclear reaction. And the nuclear reaction is the change in the identity or the characteristics of an atomic nucleus, or the induced by the bombarding it with an energetic particle. The bombarding particle may be an alpha particle, a gamma particle ray photon, a neutron, a proton, or a heavy ion. In case of bombarding particle must have enough energy to approach positively charged nucleus to within the range of strong nuclear force. It deals with the nuclear fission and the fusion. It is the interaction between the nuclei of the atoms. Both the fission and the fusion deals with the matter and the energy. The fusion is the process of splitting of a nucleus into the two daughter nuclei produces the large amount of heat. And in case of fusion process, two parent nuclei fuse into the one daughter nucleus produces the large amount of heat. That is fusion. Now fission, it is the process of splitting of nucleus into the two daughter nuclei produces the energy. The example of the fission is the process over the uranium 235, and if at this time uranium is unstable, and by adding one neutron it will become uranium 236, and at this time it also more unstable, that is uranium 236, and at this time it gets splitted, and at the process of splitting it releases large amount of heat. The splitting into the barium beryllium 141 and krypton 92, the process in this process it releases large amount of it, and this process is known as the fission. In this example, a stray neutron strikes a atom of uranium 235. It absorbs the neutron and becomes unstable atom of uranium 236. It then undergoes fission. Now fusion. As the fusion is the process of two parent nuclei fuse into the one daughter nucleus produces the heat. And the classic example of the fusion reaction is that of deuterium, that is the heavy hydrogen, and tritium, which is converted into the helium and release large amount of heat. It is shown in this figure. Now here are the different parts of a nuclear reactor. And what is the nuclear reactor? Nuclear reactor is an apparatus in which heat is produced due to the nuclear fission and chain reaction. There are different parts, that is nuclear fuel, moderator, control rods, reflectors, reactors, vessels, biological shielding, and coolant. Now, here is the schematic picture of the nuclear reactor and the arrangement that is providing in the different parts in the nuclear reactor. Now, here is the nuclear fuel. The fuel of a nuclear reactor should be a fissionable material which can be defined as the element or the isotope whose nuclei can be caused to undergo nuclear fission by nuclear bombardment and to produce the fission chain reaction. There are different examples of the nuclear fuel, that is uranium 233, uranium 235, and Pu 239. There are natural uranium found in the earth crust containing three isotopes, that is uranium 234, uranium 235, and uranium 233. The percentage of finding this uranium are uranium 238, it is 99.3%, uranium 235, it is 0.7%. Now moderator, in the chain reaction, neutron produced are fast moving. These fast moving neutron far less effective in the causing fission of uranium 233 and try to escape from the reactor. And to improve the utilization of these neutrons, their speed is reduced. It is done by the colliding them with the nuclei of the other material, which is a lighter, does not capture the neutrons but the scatter them. Each such collision causes loss of energy and the speed of the fast moving neutrons is reduced. Such a material is known as the moderator. The slow neutron or the thermal neutrons so produced are easily captured by the nuclear fuel and the chain reaction proceeds smoothly. The moderator are made up from the graphite, heavy water, and the beryllium and are generally used as the moderator. Now, there are the different properties of the moderator. The moderator should have the high thermal conductivity. It should have available in the large quantity in the pure form. It should have a high melting point in the case of the solid moderator and the low melting point in case of the liquid moderator. The solid moderator should have possess good strength and the machinability. A moderator provide good resistance to the corrosion. Moderator should be stable under the heat and the radiation, and it should be able to slow down the neutrons. That is the main function of the moderator. Now the control rods. The energy produced in the reactors due to the fission and the nuclear fuel during the chain reaction, it is so much that if it is not controlled properly in the entire core and the surrounding structure may melt and the radioactive fission produce products may come out and the reactor thus making the uninhabitable. This implies that we should have to some means to control the power of reactor, and this can be done by means of control rods. And the control rods, it is made up from the boron and cadmium, and these rods is moved in and out of the holes of the reactor's core assembly. Their insertion absorbs more neutron and damps down the reaction and their withdrawal absorb the less neutron. Thus, the power of reaction is controlled by shifting rods within and may be done manually by or automatically. Now the reflectors, the neutrons produced during the fission process will be partially absorbed by the fuel rods, moderators, and coolant or the structural material. The neutrons left unabsorbed will try to leave the reactor core, never to return to it, and will be lost. Such losses will be minimized. It is done by the surrounding reactor core and by the material is called as the reflector, which will be send neutrons back into the core, and return neutrons can then cause more fission and improve the neutrons economy of the reactors. Generally, the reflectors is made up from the graphite and the beryllium. Reactor vessel, it is strong walled container housing the moderator, reflector, thermal shielding, and control rods. Now, biological shielding. The biological shielding, the radioactive zones in the reactor zone, possible the radiation hazards is essential to protect the operating main from the harmful effects. During the fission, nuclear fuel, alpha particle, beta particles, deadly gamma rays, and the neutrons are produced. Out oil these, the nucleus and the gamma rays are the main significance. A protection must be provided against them. Thick layer of lead or the concrete are provided around the reactor for the stopping gamma rays. The thick layers of the metal or the plastic are sufficient to stop the alpha and the beta particle. That is biological shielding. That means the biological shielding, it is the complex structure and the materials surrounding the nuclear reactor, and it is its unit, the purpose of which is to reduce the radioactive emission to the biological safe level. Now here is the coolant. The heat released by fission in the nuclear reactors must be captured and transferred for use in the electricity generation. To this end, the reactor use coolants that remove the heat from the core where the fuel is processed and carry it to the electricity generators. And coolant can also serve or the maintain the manageable pressure within the core. This is coolant. Coolant flows through the and another around the reactor core. It is used to transfer the large amount of heat produced in the reactor due to the fission of the nuclear fuel during the chain reaction. The coolant used should be stable under the thermal condition. It should not be corrode the material with which the comes in the contact. The coolant should have high transfer coefficient. The radioactivity induced in the coolant by the neutrons bombardment should be nil. The coolant should have a low melting point and the high boiling point. The coolant have various fluids used such as coolant, water, heavy water, gas, air, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium, and a liquid mark metals such as the sodium or the mixture of the sodium and the potassium. Thank you.